Okay, so what I'm going to do today is just give you a quick little tour of one of my favorite roads in Clemson. Um, go to school here, so been doing it for a little over a year and some months. This is my first year here with a motorcycle, though, so let me not get that on video. This is my first few months here with a motorcycle, and I've been driving cars for a while. I like making little routes, whatever you want to call them. Just fun places to go ride, drive, and it's obviously, in my opinion, way more fun to do that in the motorcycle. Not only is it more fun to go exploring, it's also just more fun to ride it on the route. And I think I found a pretty good one. I think it's pretty awesome. You go pretty fast on it most of the time. It's not really the most ideal hour to go do it. I would say probably gonna be some cars, but we're not here for speed today. We're here to show off the nice view today. So we will see how that goes. Alright. So I don't know how many people that actually go to Clemson are going to watch this, and I don't know how many people that have motorcycles at Clemson are going to watch this, but I think you know where I'm at. I'm just riding on the downtown road, whatever this road, I think it's called like Clemson Boulevard or something, I don't know. But College Avenue, is that what it's called? I think so. But you just go through downtown to the Circle K, and when you get to Tiger Boulevard, you just go straight. You go straight under the bridge. You take 6 Mile Road all the way down, and you take a left and a couple more lefts, and that's pretty much it. It's just a bunch of lefts, pretty sure. I haven't done it in a while, so hopefully I can get back to where I need to get to show you, but it's a pretty sick little route. It can be crazy, but it's nothing crazy itself. It's just fun. There's not too many tight turns, which does suck, but there is one road that has some really tight turns, so you get a little bit of everything in it. It's not too crazy, it's not too long. I'd say it takes about 30 to 40 minutes. I'm not sure if I'm going to show the way back, because I'm not sure if my GoPro has enough camera space and battery to do that. But we'll try. It seems fine right now. It doesn't really seem like it's getting hit by a lot of wind. The little road box I have strapped to my pocket. And the reason I have it strapped to my pocket, not in a bag or anything, is because I don't want to have this cable. This is the way the cable least bothers me. It just presses up against me and kind of just hangs there. It's not hanging too bad. It's not like it's gonna get caught or anything. As I say that, I was going to reach for it. It's not really gonna get caught on anything. But I'm not really gonna be reaching for anything in my pocket, so I think it's a good spot. Hopefully, maybe turn you guys up a little bit, since I'm gonna be kind of leaned down. Yeah, like I said, this isn't exactly the best time. And 6 Mile Road is not really the fun part of this trip. It's kind of just getting you to where you need to get. I'll let you guys know when I personally think the fun part starts. But I mean, there's still nice views, still cool little area, lots of trees, cool little houses. They go over some bridges. They just repaved this road like a couple weeks ago. I actually discovered this little route while they were doing it. It sucked. It was horrible. The traffic was horrible. They shut down one whole lane, the whole thing. You have to wait for everyone to pass, stop to stop, and then the other side goes through the one lane. It wasn't fun, but and also it smelled like shit. A bunch of rocks everywhere. It wasn't fun, but and they definitely didn't repave this bridge. But yeah, I mean, Clemson's a cool area. It looks nice. You have all the cool rivers and lakes. You had Lake Hartwell, which I go kayaking on a lot. It's pretty fun to go kayaking on. I'm checking to make sure it's still there, by the way. I'm not just looking out for fun, but I mean, this isn't anything special. I would say. I mean, it's definitely different from what I'm used to. You know, I'm from further down in South Carolina, so there's not much elevation there. So just looking at that, kind of crazy to me. I know, honestly, we were gonna say it's nothing, but Clemson to me is a pretty hilly area. It's not too far from Greenville, and Greenville to me is the hilliest, like I guess you could call it a city I've ever been to. And I have ridden around Greenville a bit, not too much, just mostly on like the downtown areas, nothing crazy. But I do want to go back, and there's a road called State Park Road in Greenville that is absolutely amazing. It is super long, lots of elevation. The only issue though is a shit ton of like shit like that, so it's super busy all the time. If you go at night, it is ridiculously fun, ridiculously dangerous. I haven't tried it on the bike yet. Definitely want to try it on the bike. But I'd say we're a little over halfway done with this road. Maybe we're right about done, actually. Yeah, I think we are right about done with this road. Should be right over this hill. Right, there we go. So I mean, if you're from Clemson and you're following along, I just went down 6 Mile Road all the way down, get to school, D.W. Daniel High School. Take a left at it, and I think no. If you take another right, it's another little, way smaller route. Not as much fun. It's only fun if there's no one on it. You actually can pass by another high school, which is kind of ridiculous to me. I mean, it doesn't really feel like there's that many people living around Clemson. But I guess there is enough to be 2 huge-ass high schools. I mean, that's a big-ass high school. I did not have a high school that looked that nice when I went to school. But yeah, I guess talk a little bit about Ninja 500. That's what I'm riding right now. I have a Impact Tech crash cage on it because my father didn't trust me to not drop it a bunch, which is, you know, understandable. I haven't actually dropped it once since I've got it though, so it's pretty good. I have just about 5,000 miles to be exact. I have 4,846 miles, so I'm gonna call it 5,000 for the sake of simplicity. And after 5,000 miles of riding this bike, I can definitely say it's a really awesome bike. I like it a lot. It's a great beginner bike, and I don't think that I'm necessarily ready already to switch off it. I've had it for about I've had it for longer than this, but I haven't been riding it for a while since I was in school. But I've been riding since June, so that would be what, mid-June, like almost 4 months now, 3.5 months, something like that. I put 5,000 miles on it this season, this riding season. I'm trying to ride it as much as I can before it gets cold. It's supposed to hit low 70s here next week, and after that it's just going to be downhill. So I won't really be able to go crazy on it anymore. I'll still be able to take some nice little rides and stuff, but definitely not like this. I'll need to be wearing a hoodie or my jacket. But yeah, I like it a lot. Like I said, it's great. It's not that fast. The 0 to 60 isn't crazy. Acceleration isn't crazy. It's super linear power, so it's very predictable. Very forgiving bike. I have the ABS version, which I highly recommend if you're a beginner. It isn't. I wouldn't say you need it to learn. Definitely comes in handy a few times, I would say. I actually don't think I used ABS. I don't think I ever felt ABS until I got to about 4,000 miles, and it actually happened here because once I got here, you know, I was away from my family, just running around doing my own thing, and I started going a little crazier, and that's when I really started pushing the limits of braking, and I'm still trying to figure that out. What's like the fastest way I could possibly brake, and so that kind of led to me locking up the rear tire a lot, and ABS definitely comes in handy when it comes to stuff like that. I'm very sore, so I'm not going to be riding too crazy. I'm not going to be doing nothing insane. I took the BMW Riders Academy half-day course for the off-road, and yeah, that thing kicked my ass. I fell off their F900 GS about 8 times. But this is where I think it really starts to get fun. There's usually no one in front of you on this road, which I think I got lucky. I think I got lucky today. Yeah, I did. Like I said, I'm not trying to go too crazy today. I'm really just trying to show off the road, show off the little route, and let's have some fun. Like I said, I'm really sore. I was kind of annoyed today. I didn't feel like I could ride. I didn't feel like I could get back what I've lost in the past day and a half of not riding. So I decided I might as well just go for a little cruise and try and record a cool little video. I'm gonna try to talk really when I'm going at these speeds, because I'm afraid the mic's not gonna pick up my voice the best when I'm going ridiculously fast, or I guess you could call that ridiculously fast. The wind makes it feel ridiculously fast. I'm just scared about that affecting the mic, but it really isn't that fast. I mean, this bike can only go 120. That's another thing about this bike. Its top speed isn't very high, which is a good thing for a beginner, obviously. But it's also a good thing in terms of like fun. It's a bike you can really pin it on a lot, and you're not gonna do anything crazy like do a wheelie or lose control instantly. You're kind of just gonna go straight, not too fast. And I promise you, if you are thinking about getting a bike and you are getting hammered by stuff on social media about how you need to start on the 600, you need to start on the 600. That guy was in the middle of my lane. Yeah, if you're seeing stuff, this is a really curvy road, by the way. If you're seeing stuff online about how you need to start on the 600, how you're gonna get bored of a 300-400 in a couple of days, I can definitely see why people say that kind of stuff. It's not like this is the fastest bike in the world. It's not like I feel like I'm going ridiculously fast, especially I say it with this bike's low point is straight line acceleration. It does not do straight line acceleration very well. And by very well, I just mean very fast. It's still very fast for, I mean, you compare it to any car, like commuter car, of course, you're going to absolutely blow them out the water. You compare it to a good few sports cars, you're still gonna, beat them. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just faster than my 370Z I used to have, so that's pretty cool. But it's just a great beginner bike to learn a lot of stuff on. You're not gonna go crazy on it. You're not gonna. It's very forgiving, and there's still so much to learn, like with turns, especially. I mean, that's really where these bikes excel. I promise you, if you're good, on a tight turn, you can go as fast, if not faster, than a lot of 600s. Can I do that? No. I am not that guy. But there are people who can, and you can be that guy if you put some time into it. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm trying to learn the limits of this bike a little more before I trust myself to go to something more powerful. It's not like I have doubts that I can control a 600, especially in a straight line. I don't think it's going to be that hard, but I would prefer to be able to not feel like I'm just buying a 600 to go faster. And there's no one behind me. I'm actually gonna wait here a second so that there's less cars in front of me going left. I saw a good few, and that's the cool thing about this route. It's pretty desolate. This road is kind of the main road that people will catch you on, but it is, thankfully, I don't know what the speed limit is, but people go like 70, 80 on it already. So if you get behind a car that's going real fast, kind of a maniac, you're gonna have fun. And if you get behind no cars, you're gonna have a blast. And I'm gonna go right after this car. Should have put some distance between me and those cars in front of me, hopefully. Hope that wasn't a cop there. But yeah, you could go way faster than this on this road. There are some turns still that would be more fun at higher speeds. Oh, I might get pulled over here. I don't know if I'm gonna get pulled over here. He might do a U real quick and come get my ass. I don't see him yet. As soon as I cross this corner, I'm going to get the hell out of here. But yeah, you can go really fast on these turns. It's usually no cop on. It's the first time I've ever seen a cop on any part of this road. But yeah, then you get here, and this is my personal favorite part of the whole trip. I really need this light to turn green. Oh, what the hell just fell on me? Like a rock just fell off my helmet or something. Really hope that cop doesn't turn around and come get me, but let's assume he's not. This is something highway towards Seneca. If you saw where I'm going, you'll know where I'm at. You know how to get here. And you pass the Duke Energy plant, and you take this road all the way to Seneca. That doesn't look like a cop behind me. I'm looking in the mirror. Yeah, it's not a cop. I think he would have already caught up to me if he was going to pull me over. The cops here are pretty chill for the most part. As long as they don't pull you over, actually. They usually won't pull you over. The only time I've been pulled over, I did a burnout in the middle of campus, which I understand why he pulled me over. But yeah, this is definitely the most fun part of this. Well, I don't know if it's the most. Yeah, I'd say it's the most fun part. It's a crazy long, and it's all downhill. I don't know how well this captures it being downhill, but it's downhill as hell. You're going down like a little mountain or something, and it's pretty sick. There's no road. There's like nothing to cut you off here except for right here. But people are usually pretty careful here because people go fast on this. Yeah, it's a blast. It's a blast. It's a huge blast. I'm going to slow down and talk a little bit about what is happening here in a second. So, I don't know if you know, Lake Hartwell is a man-made lake. A lot of the lakes here are man-made, and you know, you have to make dams to make that happen. And this road, it's pretty cool. It kind of takes you in a loop if you take it the right way, which I'm going to show you. It takes you to Seneca, pretty close to middle of Seneca, like the main road in Seneca. And you can take that right back to Clemson, which I will show you. As long as my GoPro keeps recording, I should have enough time to record me getting here. And right after we pass this hill, there's a little turn left, and from there on, it's just beautiful. I'm not going to go too fast because I want to be able to turn and show you guys the view. But I think it's going to be a good day to do it. It's sunny, it's nice, blue skies out. It could be a little brighter out, the sun could be a little more hitting, but
I think it's still gonna be great. I think it's gonna look awesome. And the first time I went on it, it absolutely blew my mind. I went on it at night actually. You can't see anything at night. It just looks like trees or nothing. And I went on it the next day at day to see what it's like, and it's absolutely beautiful. So right here, we're about to get to it right now, and I'm just gonna stop talking and let you guys take in the view. So yeah, pretty damn cool view if you ask me. you don't get that every day. Well, you can if you live here. But yeah, that is a pretty sick ass view. And my dream is to do a wheelie across this. But it gets better than that. Believe it or not, it gets better than that. Right up ahead. So part of the same road, no turns, no nothing. You just keep going straight. And like I said, I mean, you're seeing me, I'm having no issue just chilling out at 70 miles an hour here. There's no one in front of me, and it's usually like this. Almost every single time I come here, it's usually like this. Unless I'm coming during like the really busy hour of the day, like 5 p.m., 5:30, or maybe like 3:30 when schools get out. It's usually really nice. Don't come here at 12 either. Usually really nice. Really nice. I think it's about 11 a.m. right now. Which is why it's so nice. Here is my favorite part of this whole place. But look at that fall there, man. That is nuts. Holy, I don't know how well this captured on video, but that is a huge fucking fall. That is probably several, maybe 150 feet or something like that. I feel like it's more. It feels like way more than that, but it might not be. And that's just a sick route. That's where I want to do a wheelie on one day. And back to I know I said you're not really gonna do a wheelie on it by accident. You definitely can wheelie it though. I've done it before by accident. Sorry guys, I think my yeah, okay. My personal chain just kind of flew and hit me in the neck. I thought it was the mic. But you can definitely wheelie on it. I've wheelied it myself by accident, so it kind of contradicts my point of you're not going to wheelie it by accident. But you're really not if you're learning. The only reason I was able to wheelie this bike by accident is I launched, I used a technique I saw from a drag racer, a motorcycle drag racer. And I'm sure it's just the fastest technique to launch. You give it a little bit of revs, you bring it out super fast to the bite point, and then as you slowly release the thrust, you increase the throttle. And I did that really fast, trying to go as fast as I could, obviously, from a standstill in first gear, and I wheelied the hell out of this bike, man. It went up pretty high. I feel like I could have easily looped it if I kept giving it gas. I just cut off gas immediately as soon as I realized how high up I was. I didn't really realize what was happening at first, but you can wheelie this bike. It's not impossible, and it's super fun. It's super awesome, and I want to do it there. I want to do it over those bridges. But yeah, that's kind of the route. As you can see, I was going 70, 80 pretty much the whole time. I could have gone way faster than that. I could have gone 90, 100 throughout the whole time, and I've done that before. It's fun. It's exhilarating, and it's really a low risk road in my opinion. There's not too many cars turning on and off. It's very easy to remember where those spots are, and there's lots of long stretches where you don't have anything like that. And I mean, you really can't beat that view. That view is quite nice, but you just follow the road straight on, and it's super easy. You just go right here, and as you can see, take a left to go to Clemson. It's 7 miles away. It's nothing. And if you live here and you go to Seneca ever, you know where I'm at. You know how easy it is to get here. You know how fast it is to get here. And thankfully, watch me eat my own words and get pulled over. but this highway is pretty good to speed on. Now, should you? That's more of a personal dilemma. Is it really close to Clemson? Yes. Or are there more cops looking for people doing what I'm doing? Yes. Does that mean people don't speed? No, people speed all the time. People, people still go 15 miles over the speed limit. And as long as you're chill, and not going too crazy, you're probably not gonna get pulled over. I usually go about 10 miles over what the left lane is doing, and I don't really get pulled over because I'm passing them slowly enough that it doesn't look like I'm going that fast. Obviously they have radars, but as long as they don't think that you look like you're a menace, they usually will leave you alone. And that's also a really fun road right there, Carson Road. But yeah, I mean, you can see it takes a hot second to get to 100. It's not too slow, in my opinion. I like it. I definitely want more, believe me, I want more. I've had this thing for a while, I want more, I'm ready for more. I just want to give myself a little more time to get those corners better, and get a little more comfortable in corners, get a little more comfortable leaning my butt off. Definitely consider taking more advanced class for motorcycles, specifically on-road. Another California Superbike school does some local tracks around here, around the Spartanburg area apparently. So I might look into that because I want to learn from a professional. But yeah, it's pretty nice. It's very windy today, I'll tell you that much. It's very, very windy today. Yeah, I mean, I've only ever topped it out once, and back then I was a lot more afraid. So when you're learning the bike and you're pinning it, it feels like way longer than it is. Just because you're scared, you almost want it to be over. You're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, done. God, hit 60. Oh my god, it feels insane. And you're happy. But as you progress and as you get more comfortable going at higher speeds and whatnot, definitely feels slower. I mean, faster, honestly, because you're not constantly analyzing everything that happens. But from what I remember, it takes a long time to get from 100 to 120 on this bike, which is why I really don't do it. I think what gets you caught on these bikes is like prolonged speed. Obviously, like if I'm just flooring it all the time, I think that's a cop right there. Nope, I don't think that's a cop right there. No, that's a Buick. But I can pretty quickly pop it to 100 miles an hour and have some fun, and pretty much instantly be back down to like 80, 70, and not get pulled over going 100 miles an hour, which is the goal at the end of the day. But yeah, I mean, I'm actually gonna pull over real quick. I gotta check something super fast on my phone. I actually hate pulling into Bojangles. I like Bojangles, but I don't like pulling into it on the motorcycle because I just get hit with the strongest smell of Bojangles ever. And sometimes that's kind of annoying. Okay. Alright, we're good. Had to double check something real quick, make sure no one's tracking me, if you know what I mean. But I mean, I think at this point, if you know the Clemson area well, and if you are from Clemson, you live at Clemson, I think you know where I'm at least if you're a commuter, or if you like driving a lot, you like drive around. You definitely know where I'm at. It's just Seneca Highway, just the way to get to Seneca from Tiger Boulevard. And the great thing is, this is Tiger Boulevard that we're on. This it just leads you right back to Tiger Boulevard. So, it leads you right to the heart of Clemson. It's cool. It's nice. It's fun. It's short. But I don't know exactly how long this video will be. So this will be my first time really seeing how long this is. But I wouldn't say that was longer than. I would definitely say it's under an hour. And you know, it feels you go through so many sections fast enough that it doesn't feel like anything too long. Like you're not in one section for too long. You're constantly going into new little parts of the track, I call it. And you get this little cool view of Clemson. You can see the Lever and whatever. I lived in Lever, so I only know Lever. But I think you can see Tinlin Hall right over there. That might be Holzendorf, one of the two. But it's a pretty cool little way to go. You can take that. You can take this little exit right here if you want to go on a tight little turn. But yeah, I mean that's kind of it. I'm definitely gonna make some more videos about me just riding to class and what it's like to ride a motorcycle at college. It's nothing crazy. It doesn't really have to be drawn out into a whole video. I think just me talking while I'm riding around will do great, but it's definitely pretty cool. Before you get any ideas twisted, you don't suddenly get a lot of girls or a lot of attention or anything. That only happens in movies or if you, I don't know if you're built in 6'5", but that would happen with or without the bike anyway. So just getting a bike really isn't going to change your life too much in terms of like social aspect. I think the best thing that's happened to me is a little bit of a community. My classes, all the people that ride bikes sit with me. It's a great icebreaker. It's a good way to meet people. You can ask them to go ride. Have I done that a lot? Not really. It might be a little antisocial, but still, super fun. And seeing other people on the road, other bikers, wave at them. It's fun. It's nice. You get a nice little feeling. What's more fun is on a road like this, and if I'm on Tiger Boulevard. There's been times in the middle of the day, like bright as hell like this. I've pulled up next to some 600 cc's, and they start going crazy, doing some power wheelies the whole way down, and that's always fun to see. And you can try and keep up with them a little bit. You're not gonna keep up with them, but you can try. But yeah, I mean, riding a motorcycle at Clemson isn't the worst thing in the world. I'd say it's way better than riding a car. I get around a lot faster on this thing. Now I don't know if that's because I'm speeding a lot more, or what, but I feel like I know I get a lot faster. I run a lot faster, especially for my classes. I can park like right outside my classes. There's motorcycle parking everywhere right on the main campus, and there's not any car parking on the main campus. You have to take a bus, so that saves you a lot of time there. That saves you, I'd say. I mean, I get to my classes in 10 minutes, and my roommate leaves 30 minutes early, so that should give you a little bit of an idea of how much of a time saver these things are. They're pretty useful. You still have to deal with a lot of the things you would if you were in a car, like traffic. That doesn't just go away on a motorcycle. I mean, it can, but Clemson police officers, while they might be a little lenient towards speeding from time to time, they're definitely not lenient on you lane splitting. That is still very illegal here in South Carolina, but one day maybe. Remember when they legalized weed, they'll legalize lane splitting for the hell of it. But yeah, I'm just gonna go through a little bit of Clemson right now to show you around. It's an interesting place. It's a college town. There's nothing here, but we just kind of went through Tiger Boulevard, and it's really where all the fast food's at. I don't really go there often, especially I haven't gone once any time this year, just because I don't want to spend money on fast food when I can just make food. And the only reason I would go would be for chicken minis in the morning, which I unfortunately don't wake up early enough to get. But Yeah, Clemson's a weird place. There's not really much here. The closest Best Buy to me is actually 40 minutes away. So, same with Target, same with Sam's. So those things are annoying, very annoying. I'd say one of the few positives about living here is, well, it's kind of it's a party town. It's a college town, so it's always something happening. You know, if you know the right people, you can definitely find some fun stuff to do. Weed is a lot more overlooked here. You can kind of smoke wherever you want. Not wherever you want, but I mean, I smoke right outside my apartment. I don't have any issues. A lot of people do there too, because it's just very normalized here. But I think now we're back on College Avenue. And yeah, I mean, we're right back where we started, just going the opposite way. If you want to go back on it, just turn around and do it again. And it's super fun. It's just great. Here, kind of like some more nicer restaurants, not really fast food. And then this light's gonna turn green right as I put my foot down. Okay, fine. So, what's going on here? There we go. This is Clemson downtown. Apartments. There's a lot more parking downtown, you know, it's nicer. Some churches, big churches. This is kind of my favorite part of downtown, at least. Right here, all these stores and shops. And this is the Clemson parking garage, which I love. I love this thing. A lot of the time, if you come up here at night, you'll find car meets, you'll find bike meets. You'll find bike meets up here on Mondays, you'll find car meets up here on Fridays, and on Friday you can really find anyone. Weekends, you know, you come up here at night, and you'll find a lot of people, a lot of cool car people, a lot of strange car people. Last year, I got harassed by some guy in his GTI. He was like a meth head or something. He was definitely on meth, actually. But yeah, nothing too crazy to see, just a nice little parking garage. That was a decent U-turn. I could work on those. Yeah, the Clemson car scene's actually pretty nice. It's you know, they have the automotive bachelor's degree, which is what I'm here for. So you do have a lot of people with car interest here, which I think is super cool. And there's really good food down here downtown. Lots of really good pizza places. Seriously amazing pizza places. You know, you got your basics, you got Chipotle, you got Moe's, which they're fine. I don't really think too much of them. I'd rather make my own food if I'm gonna get that. Yeah, Groucho's, which I absolutely love. Got this beautiful 350. I like your C! Beautiful 350Z. Perfect condition. That thing would go for a lot on Facebook Marketplace. And I'm just gonna keep on going down. See Groucho's at the end of this road here. And if you're in a low car, I definitely would not recommend going up there without scouting it out on foot first. It's pretty difficult to get around up there. You don't know where you're going. But yeah, you got a bunch of bars, lots of bars here. Lots of bars here, and if you come on a Friday night, you'll see crowds of people around the bars. It's pretty funny. They're all underage. And yeah, right here, Charleston Pub sucks. Don't go there. Go right here to Loose Change. Loose Change has awesome fucking food. Really, really good food. But yeah, that's basically Clemson downtown. I mean, there's this is kind of what it's like driving in Clemson a lot. Right here, like this. You get to a stoplight, you're in a rush, and then a 30-second timer goes before you can go, and then when the 30-second timer ends, it's not even your light to turn screen, it's the other light, and then you have to wait. That happens a lot. And you know, you can't really get around that. I mean, there are people that run it, but I would find that if I'm in a rush, I think getting pulled over would be way worse. Also, this specific light here has a bunch of cameras on it, so you really can't do it here. But yeah, I mean, that's Clemson, really. I can show you around like the main campus, but I'm not gonna do all that today. I'm already pretty sore. I'm ready to go take a look at this video, and I don't really think I have enough camera space to do all that. But yeah, that's Sykes Hall right there. Pretty cool, if you ask me. I mean, it's pretty cool, but it's nothing crazy. Yeah, the business building, which looks awesome. We don't have nothing like that in engineering. Nothing like, all our buildings are old as hell. We got like some buildings from like seriously 1930 something, which are not cool, believe it or not. They'd be cool if like they like kept it up, renovated and nice, and like, I mean, some of the rooms are nice, but like the hallways are shit, in my opinion at least. And one place I do like is the library. The library is really cool. Ow. Yeah, you get these huge ass speed bumps that I kind of just fucking stand up for. I don't really slow down for them. I'm about to sell this bike in a couple months anyway, so what's the point of treating it nicely? But yeah, this is I forget what this bitch is called, but you got food there, you got a gym there, you got a little library, like bookstore there. You can buy the textbooks there, I think. I haven't bought a single textbook this year. If I don't need to, I'm not going to. I wonder what that is. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But yeah, you do spend a decent bit of time waiting in traffic, which sucks, but it could be worse. Could be worse. Especially on a day like this, there's not that much traffic. Haven't really had to stop for too long. Now that it's getting colder, it's not as bad. It was bad when it was really, really hot, and the only thing that would keep you cool would be the air. Now it's more of just like the air just feels nice, and sitting doesn't feel as nice, but it's not unbearable. Oh, but when I first got here, right after summer, yeah, it was unbearable. It really pissed you off. You know, you'll be like, oh my god, please let me move, I'm dying. But it's not as bad anymore. So the last thing I'll show you, if my camera allows me, is my favorite exit. And I think you know where I'm at. It's Calhoun right over there. I mean, I'm sure you know where I'm at. I just took a left out of downtown, and I just kept going straight. It's just basically the way out of Clemson. What the fuck is that thing? It's a hideous fucking car. Why the fuck would you put those wheels on? I'm gonna take a good gander at that. What the fuck? I do not like that Range Rover at all. I think this is called Calhoun Memorial Highway, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. I forget what this one's called. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is, because the other one up ahead is 123. And you know, you do get stuff like this. Always people coming in and out of Clemson. That's one part that I don't like about living at Clemson. You know, you have to deal with some of the things of a big city. Constantly people, constant traffic. But you also don't really get the amenities of a big city, like having a Best Buy. But, you know, it is what it is. It's a college town. You should know these things before you sign up for one. I obviously didn't. That wasn't the best. That wasn't the best lane. I'm really stiff. I'm really hurt. And I'm also pretty rusty. I haven't done that in a couple of days. So it comes and goes, you know. The more you ride, the more it'll be ingrained, and that's what I'm trying to do. But I don't know how many miles I put on it. I think I started it with 1846, if I'm not mistaken. I'm at 1870. So if my math is right, that's like 23 miles. Is it 46 or 24 miles? So nothing crazy. You know, it's super fun. If you don't want to go put on a bunch of highway miles, you can do that 4 times. You put 100 miles on, and I think it's super possible to do that 4 times in one day. I'm pretty sure I've done it at least 3 times in one day, and I wasn't even trying to, you know, go for crazy numbers. But yeah, also, if you're wondering why my quad lock looks like this, hopefully I'll end up posting the video of it, but my quad lock broke and it flew off in the middle of me riding. I was thankfully going like 25 miles an hour, I think it was going like 35 miles an hour, and my phone was fine. I was able to go back for it when I realized it fell off, but yeah, that does happen. That does happen. If that's happened to you, let me know what happened. I've seen some people where that happens on the highway and their phone is completely demolished. Thankfully, my phone was fine. The quad lock case did its job, thankfully. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end this video here. I don't want to let you guys see where I live, but it's I hope you enjoyed it. It's just a quick little video, you know, kind of giving the fun side of Clemson, at least for people that ride cars, ride motorcycles. I'll definitely do some more of like the real living stuff here, but yeah, just a quick little chill ride. I know some more routes. I might make videos on them, depending on if I like the way this turned out. But yeah, thank you for watching.